We're a small organization with a big potential impact.
The Community Ecology Institute started in January of 2016. This whole organization really came out of my doctoral research. The cornerstone is supporting people in feeling connected to nature and creating opportunities for that to happen.
I had never been in a space like this before, where there was all this focus on environmental activism and focus on climate change, but also mental health benefits of being outdoors.
Bees and chickens, you wouldn't at all, put in the same sentence, but they're all here on the same farm because the goal is to kind of teach about sustainable ways of living.
This is a community space where people can come together, learn about the environment, learn about each other, learn about these trades that we've lost, like woodworking, pottery, and repair, which is a huge part of environmentalism, which is if your blender breaks, don't throw it out. You can bring it to the repair cafe, we can take a look at it, we can show you how to fix it. That way you're not buying more.
From a mental health perspective, it's pretty wild to look at the studies that show stress reduction after time in nature, and I think right now people are incredibly stressed. You can see it, people will come out and then they'll leave and be like, oh, okay.
Personally, I'm very excited about the fact that we get to reach so many children, our youth.
Just artistically speaking, children learn through seeing nature and being in it and through their hands. And I think that's probably the heart of a lot of what we're doing, is to maintain some of that contact with the very earth that they're walking on.
One of the really interesting things that we've focused on is that connection between people and nature is what drives environmental activism. No one really is going to care about climate change and doing things in their own home if they don't care about the environment, if they don't have a connection with nature that makes them want to do something.
That's one of the beautiful things about Freetown Farm. Here we have over a dozen little areas that are intended to be small because we want people to be able to go home and say, oh, I could put a pollinator garden in. So it's intended to be bite-sized while still being productive and educational, because we want it to translate to people's real lives.
We're trying to, that term, each one, reach one. We're trying to be that. We're trying to reach as many people as we can.
You really get into things when you do it yourself. Reading something from a textbook or hearing about it from someone, it's just not as meaningful, and you don't create that connection with what you're doing unless you're actually doing it.
We are trying to kind of be the blueprint for a practice that can be adopted across the country and the world.
Our work is significant because we make impactful, tangible change.
And so having this open space where we really are just open to anyone who wants to come out and learn, and actively working to get communities who don't usually have access to these things. We partner with so many organizations to broaden the scope of who we're reaching.
It might look like supporting a faith community and putting in a climate victory garden that brings the community together in a little bit more engaged way around food justice and making sure everybody has a full stomach in their community.
I've never been in a space like that before, where has such a happy and contagious energy. It's also focused on this environmental mission of climate action and giving back to our community.
It's pretty gratifying.
Well, one thing I want to just point out is just Kiara is a brilliant woman, and she has an energy that just draws people into her, and you believe in her mission because it's amazing and also because she believes in it so much.
This organization would not be what it is without her. She is very welcoming, and she says yes, and she's receptive to all ideas, and I think that she is like an integral piece of why CEI is what it is.
I think CEI has done so much more than we could have imagined, and I'm just excited for it to keep going.
I'm just like looking out the woods right now, and it's been a journey, and it's going to be a journey, but it's a beautiful one.